popsicles. By the time the video is uploaded, it is gonna be my 24th birthday. Yay! We're gonna make some popsicles. And these are, well, like 3 different types of popsicles, by the way. We got banana, we got lemon, and we also got chocolate. But we're gonna make banana. Now, normally I don't like banana, but, I mean, there was one ice cream that I tried, and I don't remember if it was goat's milk or if it was, where's the blender? Or food processor. So we're gonna cut up these dates, or peel them, I guess. We're gonna cut these up nice and good. Watch my fingies. Yes. And then we're gonna remove the pits of these. There we go. And then we're gonna take them, put them in a bowl. We're gonna cut up this banana, or peel it. We just have a half of a banana. And then we're gonna put that with the plate. Boom. Gonna put that in there. We need some vanilla. There you go. And milk. There you go. Blend it up nice and good. Stop it. Alright, and that is our mixture. We have 2 stars in that. We are gonna assemble these. So we have chocolate chips, plate, we have popsicle mold, we have a tablespoon too. So we are gonna pop these out, put chocolate chips in each one. We're gonna take a mixture, or a tablespoon of each little mixture, put it in the popsicle molds. I actually used to have these popsicle molds like back when I was a kid. A lot of them are kind of like old right now, but like occasionally I did wash them. It's just like a lot of them would melt because of like the dishwasher. They're not dishwashable. Gotta wait 2 hours. And there you go. Pop each little popsicle on there, and that looks like boba actually. Delicious, delicious. Got 2 stars on it with a score of 5,770. The next popsicle we're gonna do is lemon. I like lemon, specifically pink lemonade. We're gonna need kiwi. We need popsicle mold, and we need a tablespoon. We also need sugar. We need a spoon, kitchen knife, and then we also need a food processor. So we are going to cut this up nice and fine. Gonna take our kiwi, blend it up nice and good. We are gonna spoon a little bit of sugar in there so it blends up nice and good. The doink, and then shoink. Alright, so we're gonna take each little popsicle mold, and that's gonna go at the bottom, I think. I think anyway, I could be wrong. As I am with most things. There was something I made one summer, I remember, and it was sorbet. It was a delicious, delicious, delicious raspberry sorbet. And my mom loves sorbet. Like, and I love sorbet too. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, it's very easy to make. And it's like, holy crap, we can make this. It's like easy, you can make it at home. You don't have to look for a gelato place anywhere. Or any place that serves like sorbet over there. I remember like the first time I had sorbet was back in Gulf Shores actually. They had a sorbet place that I went to. Or gelato place actually. And it was just so delicious. I could go back there for another ice cream if I wanted to, but that's all the way in Gulf Shores, unfortunately. And shoop. I'm gonna put these in the fridge for 2 hours, or the freezer. And then we're gonna pop these little boys out. And there you go. You got lemon popsicles with kiwi. 2 stars too. You got 2 stars with score 600 and 550. That's less than the last one we did. Or more than the last one we did. We're gonna do chocolate. I love chocolate. I want chocolate. I love chocolate. We're gonna use a tablespoon. We need milk. We need chocolate syrup. We're gonna put chocolate syrup in there. We're gonna make delicious, delicious chocolate milk. Yeah. Blend it. And then we pop that off. There we go. We take our mixture, pour right in. I'm gonna make these now. I love chocolate popsicles. Even though it's probably not as simple as like you have to put chocolate milk in there. I adore chocolate ice cream. And it's something that I never grew up on properly. Like I grew up liking vanilla ice cream actually. We need cream cheese. We need to put each of these in cream cheese and dip them. Oh, okay, you have me at cream cheese. I'm not a big fan of cream cheese, I will say. It's an odd taste for me. Because it tastes like... You can taste the cheese accents in it. Which is weird for me to say, but... Even I can taste the cheese and the cream cheese. And we got a score of 2 stars with 5,660, as much as the previous one. I think we did pretty good, though. Potato salad. Okay, so this is potato salad. I don't usually eat potato salad, but when I make stuff with potatoes, it's usually just French fries or something, or potato chips. So we gotta put our potatoes in there. We gotta put our eggs in there. Egg and then egg. You gotta wait for 20 minutes on that, and you gotta wait 30 minutes on this one because you gotta wait for these guys to poach or boil. Actually, set that to off, and you wait for the eggs. Then we're gonna take a spoon, put each of our potatoes in there. Then eggs. There you go. We're gonna cut up our dill leaves. I never heard of dill unless they're like in like potato chips. You gotta put that in there. You gotta put buttermilk. You gotta put mustard sauce. You wanna know the crazy thing? I only heard of buttermilk through Harry Potter. Because I've heard of butter beer. And I was asking my mom, like, when I was like a kid, I was asking my mom, like, Mom, what is that? It's butter beer. But isn't that what's in the pancakes, Mom? That's buttermilk. Ay. It goes to show that I was not a very smart kid when I was growing up. Then again, were we all? I mean, none of us really grew up smart. Unless you're like, oh, was that one story? There was a story of a kid that I remember. I think this was a story that I remember back in high school, actually. But it was a kid who had the intelligence like of an adult, like when he was just a kid. And I'm like talking like 10 years old or something. And there was another story where it was just like a guy who had the intelligence where he was like the intelligence of a kid, but there was he had like a rat in the story. I keep forgetting what the story is called, but it's the one where he's like, he grew up in a bakery and then like, you know, that kind of stuff. It's probably one of those like stories where it's like, I don't even remember the name of it on top of my head. Alright, so we gotta take our boiled eggs. Gotta cut these up nice and good. Okay, you wanna hear a crazy story? I actually don't like eggs. I really don't. It's another thing that I grew up on where it's just like, I always hated the taste of eggs. They're fine in like other stuff, like when they're just being used as an ingredient for like cake or whatever, but it's just like I don't like eggs. It's a very weird consistency for me. So we're gonna take the celery, egg, and the nice cream. Gonna mix that up nice and good. And there you go, you got potato salad. We got a score of 5 stars with a 3,750. That is relatively wondrous. Potato soup. Now, Mags, didn't you just play another potato game? Yes, I did. But we're making potato soup, not potato salad. Completely different. See, one is a viscous liquid. The other one is you just mix stuff together. Gonna put the potato with we gotta cut the potatoes. Keep cutting them. Keep cutting them. There we go. Then we're gonna cut carrots. Yeah. And then celery. There we go, we got all the vegetables cut. Next we need to set that on medium. We need our potatoes. Carrots, we need onions. And then we need our celery. And then the soup stock. Gonna mix this up nice and good. More, a little bit more. You gotta put the top on that. Set it on medium. We are gonna need melted butter, flour, milk. We're gonna need cheddar cheese, and then we are gonna need dillweed. Like I said, dillweed usually goes perfectly well with potatoes. Alright, now we are gonna take our soup mixture, put some milk in it. Yeah, buddy. Blend it. There we go. Put it back in the thing. That looks like stuffing. Now we're gonna take our cheese sauce, a cream, more milk, salt, pepper, and some chili powder. Just a little bit of it. Mix that up nice and good. There we go. Set that off. Now we're gonna take our delicious potato soup and we'll top it off. And there you go. That's potato soup. We got a score of 5 stars with 4,490. That is really good. Quesadillas. Alright, so this is quesadilla. My sister loves cheese quesadillas. I never usually like quesadillas, but she loves cheese quesadillas. To be fair, I've always wanted to try quesadillas, but it's like I just don't really like soft shell taco shells or soft tortillas. Gonna cut each of these little mushrooms. So, as something I want to say, as for projects that are going on in the new house, we are going to continue some game series. Specifically, why are you not cutting? Oh, that was weird. Sorry. I was clicking on a bunch. We are going to continue Born with Bread. We're going to continue Eve, which I've discussed for a while that we need to do a proper ending for Eve. Like the good ending. And then we're going to add some new series on there as well. For example, we're going to do The Looker. We're going to continue Tomodachi Life while I'm over there. And all that other good stuff. Unfortunately, the best of series has to come for an end for the time being. Part of it is because I just need time management in order to do these things, and I don't really have that much time in order to search for best moments. But I'm gonna do that at the end of the year, like I usually have been. So don't worry, it's not completely gone. It's just like it needs to be an end of the year thing. Put that there. Put tortilla, medium. We need to flip the tortilla. Delicious tortilla. We need another tortilla. We're just gonna keep cooking tortillas. There you go. We cooked tortilla. Now we need the pan again, and we need oil. Set that on medium. We're gonna put oil in there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all our ingredients that we need for tortillas. Mushrooms, tomatoes, we need cheese. We're gonna put cheese in there. Now what cheese tortillas or cheese quesadillas are is just cheese. My sister loves cheese quesadillas. They're delicious. I actually may like if I ever get the chance, I may ask my mom, is like, I want to try a quesadilla. But then I bet she's gonna be like, oh, but you may not like it. And it's like, I want to try it, dang it. You know, let me try new things. There you go. Like, one of the newer things was those nachos I tried. And, the dirt cake ice cream. Even though that's not really much of a new thing, it was just like a brand of ice cream that I really like. Hudsonville. Flip that up. Ooh, that looks delicious, man. Mmm. Then we take this quesadilla. And then we repeat the same process. Quesadilla done. 4 stars on that, but that's fine. We need a plate, another plate, and a knife. Sorry about that. We need to cut these up. And we're gonna put our delicious quesadilla slices along here. Cut it up. There we go. And that should be our delicious quesadillas. I love quesadillas. Got a score of 5 stars with 3,090. I think we did lovely, everyone. Rainbow Cupcakes. Alright, so this is Rainbow Cupcakes. I love cupcakes as much as the next person. It was a thing that I grew up properly on, and it was like, it's like something that I had when I was a kid. Also, as a cute measuring cup. We need salt, baking powder, we need baking soda, and then we need a spoon. So we're gonna take this sifter, gonna take the flour in there by taking a cup of it, and then blink. Sift it nice and good. This goes for another cup. Shake it up nice and good. Or you gotta sift it. There's this old thing that I remember that my mom had, and it was a flour sifter. It's one of those like jar things where you put your flour mixture in there, and essentially you just like kind of like click the handle, and then like it'll sift it for you. It's really, really nice. Put that right in there, and then we gotta blend it up nice and good. Make sure that's nice and incorporated. We gotta finish the prep. We got a spoon, we need sugar, measuring cup, and then we need vanilla. We also need a big bowl, butter. We need milk, eggs, and then we need the dry ingredients actually. Gotta put our sugar in there. We got eggs. Then we gotta blend those. Then we gotta put our dry ingredients in there. Milk. In a measuring cup. What? Alright. Pop off, I guess. Then we need vanilla. Put that right in there, and then we're gonna blend it again. There we go. Rainbow Cupcakes was something that I wanted to make ever since I was a little girl. And it's like, it's now a thing they can make nowadays. It's like, wow, that's so cool. Like the little kid me was like screaming on the inside. It's like, wow. Also, we are just scooping this up and not even just like, you know. Alright, so we're putting pink. Yellow. I love how I have color-coded bowls for each one. And then purple. We're gonna mix these with the cooking brush for some reason. Not sure if it's better with the cooking brush. Sounds a little bit weird, but I'm not the one to judge, I guess. Then we gotta bake. We're gonna take our small bowl, and then we're gonna take our cupcake pan, cooking brush. We need melted butter and a plate. Preheat that. We need some melted butter. We're gonna coat these for some reason. There we go. So we are gonna put one. Oh. Wait. Ugh. The one singular purple cupcake is gonna bother me. So we just have to cool these off, and now Yeah, it's just one purple cupcake. Oh my god. We got 3 stars on him with a score of 14,290 though. I think that's wondrous though. And thank you guys so much for watching. And also happy birthday to me, I guess. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching all this stuff. And I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.